I am currently pursuing my master's in fine arts education at Hofstra University. Taking New York State certification as an art teacher is really important for me because it's going to open a lot of opportunities as far as my prospects for a career one day, and I hope to be teaching in New York City schools for the rest of my life. My first exposure to art was probably from a teacher in high school who actually went through the Hofstra program that I'm going through now. And she brought me to museums and galleries in New York City, and that was so exciting to me and made me kind of realize that it was definitely something that I wanted to keep throughout my life and be able to bring other students to in the future. My first class at Hofstra was Museums in New York City with Professor Susan Zwerin, and it was an amazing course. I got to see museums on the Upper East Side, like the MoMA and the Frick, and spend time at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And it was an exciting class where I met students from other majors as well, and we basically walked throughout the most exciting parts of the city and got to reflect on the current art and different things that we had seen, and it made me so excited to come to school here. I studied abroad over the summer in 2013, and I was able to take a cruise throughout the Mediterranean with Dr. Fusco and Professor Zwerin and a bunch of other students, and we had such a fun time exploring the different cultures. We went everywhere from France, Italy, to Greece and Turkey, and we had the time of our lives, but we also studied a lot and had a very unique experience. I made a lot of friends during that one study abroad trip, which will stay with me for a lifetime, and I've also become really close with my peers in the program because we're all really working towards the same goal, and we spend a lot of time together on projects and creating lesson plans, so it's a really close community, and that's something that you don't think you're going to find in a big school, but I have here. So I received a scholarship to Hofstra, and I was able to become a graduate research assistant, which has been an amazing opportunity as well. As a graduate research assistant, I have helped curate photography exhibits and exhibits of my peers' work around Hagedorn Hall, where we study, and I've helped my professor to create curriculum and enhance the courses by finding current articles and research in our field. When I'm reaching out to prospective students, I always like to tell them about the opportunities that Hofstra has given me as far as studying abroad, taking fascinating courses in the city, and also just being within the community of friends and almost a family that I've made here. And I want them to be a part of it too because it's been very exciting for me. In our classes, we focus on creating effective lesson plans, and we also are always learning about the new standards that we need to reach as teachers. We also have really great student teaching opportunities where we are in the schools, and as an art educator, I always want to be working hands-on, and that's what student teaching allows me to do. And observing in the classrooms, it's a great way to interact with the students and learn from teachers who have maybe gone through the program or a different program, but we're all working towards the same goal of learning what we need to know to become effective teachers. Because I'm still in my first year, I feel like I have a lot to learn, but my teachers are always making sure that I'm staying current and being in the loop by becoming a member of the National Art Educators Association and offering me other resources in looking for jobs. And I know myself, I hope to be teaching in New York City schools in the future. I hope to stay in touch with a lot of people that I've met at Hofstra, and I hope to continue using what I learned in my museum course in New York City and study abroad in my future lessons and hopefully teaching high school. When I think of Hofstra, I definitely think of opportunity. I've been able to travel the world. I've been in the world's greatest museums because of the classes that are offered here, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who not only wants to be an art educator, but an educator in general because of our high standards and the way that we work together.